Hi everyone, Radhe Radhe. In this video, we're going to be doing chapter 18, verse 61. And I have skipped many days. I was having some health issues. So hopefully now I'll be able to do this. I'm really at the end of it. I should have been doing it right now. We might have been done by now, maybe. I'm not sure, quite sure yet. But yeah, hopefully I'll catch up soon. And, I mean, yeah. I'll go as fast as I can now because I think I should be done soon, if not already. Probably not already, but soon. Anyways, I digress. Let us call out to Bhagwan Shri Krishna and understand this verse. It's a beautiful verse. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Let us really reach out to Bhagwan Shri Krishna. Let's call out with our entire hearts and beg him, please, please, please guide us and help us. Please help us in the deepest way possible, in the best way possible. You know how to help us. Please help us in the way that you know is best for us. Yeah, the more I'm understanding, the more I'm realizing just how good Krishna is, how much he's helping us. We think that we are making the right decision. We think that we know what's going on in certain situations. We think we know what we want. And my goodness, if we get what we want, I mean, just go back through things in your life that you didn't get. Aren't you extremely glad, at least for some situations, that you didn't get that? Because if you had gotten it, you wouldn't have been where you are right now. You wouldn't have gotten the thing that you got later. So many times, like pretty much every time, that's what's happened. I have not gotten things, and it has led me to where I'm at right now, and I'm thrilled beyond. I mean, I cannot even. I'm thrilled, grateful. It's so good what God has in store for us. If we can just surrender, and that's what this verse is about. So let's sing it. And oh my goodness, let's sing it. Okay. The view of this thing has changed, and I'm not liking the new view. The new font and everything. It used to be a little smaller but bolder, and it used to be nice. And I refreshed a few times. I was like, what's going on? I want that back. Anyway, so let's get used to this new layout, and let's sing the verse together. ईश्वरः सर्वभूतानां हृद्देशेर्जो न तिष्ठति भ्रामयन् सर्वभूतानि यन्त्रारूढानि मायया. The Supreme Lord is situated in everyone's heart, O Arjun, and is directing the wanderings of all living entities who are seated on as on a machine made of material energy. So what this thing basically is saying is that living entities are seated on a machine, yantra. Yantra is on the machine, tool, yantra. And so all living beings are seated on this yantra made of material energies, and the Supreme Lord is directing, the Paramatma situated in everyone's heart is directing the wanderings of all living entities. He is the one who is directing. So Arjun is not the supreme knower. To fight or not to fight is not should not be his um, decision, right? Whatever we're doing in life, if we can just surrender and say, Krishna, you guide us, you tell us what to do, and then we listen to our intuition, we listen to the little things that come our way, the little guidances that come our way. Not little, they're big, but they're faint. What I mean is faint, not little. So yeah, when we do that, then we're able to then follow what the right path is, right? Follow what is in alignment with you. So when we die, then of course we forget everything, but Krishna does not forget. So we get this material body based on our past lives, based on our past karma, based on what we deserve. And then we have to work under the spell of that bodily situation, because we're limited by that bodily situation that we're in. And so, like, somebody seated in a high speed motor car goes faster than one seated in a slower car, even though the driver may be the same. So you might not be able to go fast, or you might be able to go fast, and it doesn't matter even if you are the same driver, depending on the body that you have gotten based on your past life. And that's okay. Just trust, right? Trust. Similarly, yeah, so we do that. We should not think of ourselves as independent. We are under the Lord's control, and therefore we should surrender. And here what he says is, whether you choose to obey me or not, your position will always remain under my dominion. The body you reside in is a machine made of my material energy. I've given you that based on your past karmas, and I'm also there, and I'm noting everything, and I'm judging whatever you're doing. So you're not independent of me. It is in your self-interest to surrender to me. So yeah, that is that is what this verse is about, basically, to say that the big thing for me, the big understanding is that I am in whatever body I am in based on my past karma. So it's a fast body, a fast machine, slow machine, whatever. It's a machine. It is whatever health issues we might be having, whatever anything that we might be going through is based on our past karma. So what can we do now? We have this, right? We have this. What we can do is we can turn towards Krishna and turn towards bhakti. And one of the reasons, of course, is so that we don't accrue any more karma, because every time we do anything for Krishna or with Krishna, when we're eating prasada, when we're eating after offering to Krishna, or when we're doing anything after offering that thing to Krishna, then we don't accrue the karma of it. And but the more we love Krishna, like, all of this is fine. This is like, I don't want to accrue karma, so I'm going to do this. So that's still a transaction, right? It's still like, and it's good. It's necessary to do that. We have to eat prasadam, and we have to offer everything that we do to Krishna. But when we are, I'm understanding this intellectually, slowly but surely, that we don't want to be driven by any of this. We want to be driven by pure love for Krishna. That's it. So that when we keep that goal in our mind, like, yes, of course, I'm very, very, very far away from that. But when I keep that goal in my mind, that I'm not doing all of this so that I don't accrue karma, right? I'm not offering food to Krishna so that I don't accrue karma. I'm not doing offering my deeds or thoughts or actions or whatever to Krishna because I don't want to accrue karma. No, I'm doing it because I want to. I truly surrender. I can see just how much God loves me, and that is helping me love Him more and more, deeper and deeper. And I want to just love God, and I want to do it. I want to cook for Krishna because I love God. Not because I don't want to accrue karma. It stops being a transaction, and it just starts being just pure utter love, right? um, there was this friend who was asking me this very good question, right? What is and this helped me think, and this is, I'm going to share that right now. Let me actually remove this. Yeah. Oh boy. Okay. So he was asking me, what is it? Why is it that we should not be doing? Why is it that religions say that, we should not be going after all of these enjoyment things, and we should not be, we should um, be renunciate? What is the point of all of that? And I thought about it. I was like, this is a very difficult question. This is not a very easy question. Why should we not? Um, yeah, I'm not I'm not wanting to say the exact thing, but okay. So the answer to that, why we should not enjoy, is because, I mean, from my perspective, I am not you listen to really good gurus. I am sharing what I thought, and this person doesn't believe in God, so, but it satisfied intellectually, it satisfied him. So I was like, okay, let me share that because it made sense to me. And that is that, and the first question I did was I asked, what is your definition of love? And he was like, to be treated how, to treat other people how you do yourself want to be treated. And I was like, yeah, that's a very Christian thing to say also, right? Love thy neighbor like you'd love yourself. So that makes sense. But what I had come to a realization before coming to Krishna consciousness is that we feel happier when we give versus when we receive. And we don't do that. And it's probably not a good idea to do that when we are at our stage right now, because we get burnt out by giving, because we don't feel like we are receiving from other people. We feel like we're being taken advantage of. So we're not at that stage right now where we can say that we want to just give, and not need to receive. That's the ultimate thing that we will get to, but right now that's not where we're at, or I am at. So, so what we want to get to is the place where we can give. Just give. We want to, in Hindi mein, there is a saying that mar mit jana for somebody that you love. We want to, like Romeo and Juliet, right? They'd be like, I'm willing to give up my life for you. I want you to be happy. I want to do everything in my power to make you happy. And that's all that matters to me. So it's not just giving up the life because death is painful, but it's like living every moment of your life, feeling the painfulness of death because for the sakes of the other person's happiness. That's what love is. And we get glimpses of that sometimes in the material world. A mom does that for a child, a parent does, a father does that for a child, right? People do that. That love does exist to some extent, but that love cannot live beyond the person dying, right? One of the people in the two people of relationship between two people dying. It cannot exist. Okay, hold on one moment. Okay, yeah. So what I was saying is that the human material relationships will end at the end of somebody's life, but the relationship that we have with God, with Krishna, is eternal. It's permanent. It's eternal. It will never change. And God loves us like mad, right? But we don't focus on that. Like, what are we getting? It's not like a material relationship where we're like, am I getting my needs met? Am I getting what I need to get from this person? Am I, and in material relationships it is important because that's where we're at, but in relationship with Krishna, we're not constantly trying to see, okay, is he doing enough for me and then I will love him? Like, that's not how it works, right? Love is total, utter, complete surrender to Krishna. Total utter, complete. Everything, every single moment of our lives is meant to make him happy, because that's what love is, and that's what's going to give us joy. We get joy when we love somebody else, when we give to somebody else. This is something I came to before entering Krishna consciousness, and then when I came to Krishna consciousness, it all just made sense. I was like, yeah, absolutely, totally makes sense why we're doing all of this. So our heart is happy when we're giving to someone else, and we are able to give to Krishna with our entire soul, because that is our nature. That is our nature of our soul, is to love Krishna and to give to Krishna and to serve Krishna. So we don't even need to think in terms of material energy and superior spiritual energy, although that's a way to, that is there, that is very much true. But what all we need to do is, when our attention is on this, what can I do to make me happy? Can I go eat that food in that restaurant, that like Michelin star food in that Michelin star restaurant? That will make me happy. I do that. Or I do something that makes me happy, or do I do something else? I mean, I go for a walk. I'm just saying, really, whatever. All of these things, when I'm thinking about what can I do to make me happy, I am not in that moment putting attention on Krishna. My attention is on this. I want this. When my attention is on A, it cannot be on B. Right? So when my attention is what can make me happy, it is not on what can make Krishna happy. So when we're totally loving somebody, we're trying to say what will make Krishna happy, what will make him happy. And when our attention is there, then we can use our strengths, this material body, this vehicle, this machine that he said in this verse that he's given us, and this mental whatever that we've given, the stimulation. Some people love to sing, some people love to dance, some people love to paint, some people love all of those kinds of things. Some people love philosophy, which is me. So all of those you use your strengths so that you dovetail your life into making Krishna happy. This is what I can do, and so you are also happy in that. You're getting ras. Hari Parshad Prabhu says that the thing that we want, we're looking for, craving for all the time is ras. So we get that ras by doing things that we like, but we dovetail it for Krishna. We're doing it for Krishna. And that enhances the ras like a million times more, because we're getting some ras by doing this. I'm getting some ras by philosophizing, and I can philosophize about all kinds of things. But when I philosophize about Krishna and I talk about Krishna, then that lights me up in like a huge big way, right? Because it takes what I already am getting ras from, and it dovetails it to Krishna, which is my eternal relationship with him, and it makes me figure out how to make him happy, and it gives me joy because I'm giving him joy. I mean, these are all intellectual abstract ideas right now, but that's where we want to be. And so then that ras becomes like a millionfold, a billionfold, a trillionfold, right? That's what we want to get to. That's the excitement, that's the beauty, that's the joy. So yes, let's do that. Let's surrender to Krishna and say, okay, whatever you are giving to us, whatever you are giving to us, I am very, 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 very grateful for, like intensely, immensely grateful for, because my goodness, everything you've given me and everything you've not given me that I've wanted to have, I am so glad, because if you'd given me, then I wouldn't have been where I'm at right now. And I'm so glad you didn't give me what I thought I wanted. So yes, I'm going to have desires. Apuremana Machala Pratishtham 270. I'm going to have all of these desires, and they're going to keep flowing into me. And I want to be achala. I want to be just strong in the face of all of that, like an ocean is when the rivers are flowing into it. The rivers of desire are flowing into the ocean. I want to just be steady, because I know that you are going to give me what is amazing for me. You are going to give me what is right for me. Okay, that's it for this verse. Wish you a day filled with lots and lots of achala in the face of desires, so that you can surrender to Krishna, because he's talking about surrendering right now. So wish you a beautiful day. Radhe Radhe.